waiting for you. Just open your eyes, you'll see it's true. Good times, sunshine, gonna be here in no time now. Bad times, gray skies, push them all away, turn them upside down. You're gonna break new ground, turn everything around. You're gonna live your life. There's a beautiful...
Alright, welcome back to the Booga Box live stream. It is Small Project Wednesday. And tonight, instead of project, we're going to do some anodizing. I needed to get some more, a little variety of stuff. So I'm kind of going to play around and hope things go well. I was in a hurry trying to get everything set up, so I think I've got everything ready now. I think I'm just in time for my normal start time. So I think real quick though, I'm going to have to let the cat out. Come on, let's go out. Come on. Get her out. One's going out, one's coming in. We'll see how long that lasts. As usual. So, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to start on some niobium ear ring hooks. I make these up by hand, so I've been doing that for years. All my earrings come on niobium hooks. It's a non-reactive metal, so I've had nobody really have issues with using them. The only time it seems like anybody has issues is when they need to be cleaned up. Once they're clean, they seem to go alright. So I think everything's going. Let me double check here. Like I said, I was in a hurry to get everything started tonight, so I think everything's ready. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to try some green on this. So let's kind of move them together here. Hopefully you'll be able to see them. Crank this up a little bit. Get a better hold with my thing here. I need to get up bit. We're into the purples now, 37-ish, getting into some blues. Hopefully we'll be able to get a good green, around a little over 100, I believe. We're up to about 60. Here's some yellows. We're going to do some yellows here soon too, so. Let's see here. I want to go to 100 and 3-ish. Try that. That one to come up. These to come up. Hearing the anodizer going cookish. That's more of a teal. Just a bit longer. I'm only doing a few this way. This way I'm not using the multi-etch. I don't have a good setup inside to use the multi-etch, so we're just going to kind of do it this way. I'm kind of cleaning them and use distilled water, well, alcohol distilled water, then we put them in here. Let's try to go up with 2 more volts. It's supposed to give me green. But I want to do some this way. I'll do some more. I'm saving some of my stuff back to do it on with using multi-etch, so I'm just gonna kind of. Alright, I think that's giving us a pretty decent green. Just double checking, everything's getting up to voltage good. Let me see if I go up 1 more volt here. It'll give me a deeper green. I think this is going to be good here. Kind of taking my time a little bit, but you know, just want to make sure I get it going good. Let's crank her back down here. Oh yeah, that's a nice looking green there. Let me go ahead and pull one out, see if I can show it in the camera any. Hopefully you can kind of see it. It's a nice green. We'll kind of pull them out and use the camera and get in a little closer here shortly. I do them in pairs of twos, just because I make my own, and I have a little tool that's supposed to do it, but honestly really hate the tool. It drives me nuts, so I just do them by hand. And I normally, you know, I cut my own wire and everything, and so I put them on two at a time when I do my bending, so all my bends are the right length, and my right length, and then the right bend, they match each other, so I like to kind of do that. Alright, we want to go with, let's try a pink. So we got to take her up to 75-ish on this one, so let's slowly start cranking away. I don't know if the camera can pick up the color changes that it's doing while I'm getting up to that point. It's kind of cool looking. I've got another video that I've done a while back showing it more up close. I didn't want to kind of get too much of a way when I was doing this with the live stream, so I wanted to kind of take my time and crank her up a little bit more. And so we're going to try for a pink at 75. We'll go to about 70, then we might go up just a few at a time after that point. Try to make sure everything's going to go right. Hooked in the thing there. Let's go up a little more. That's about 70. Getting more of a yellow on them. Give it a second, see if we can get it to crank down and get up past the yellow. I don't want to go too much further. I don't want to getting into some gold. I'm starting to see a little pinkish showing up. Crank this up a little bit, try to get to that pink. With anodizing titanium or niobium, it is kind of, there's a bit of a science to it, but sometimes it's just a matter of figuring out what your unit wants to make it. Let's go up to, come on, get up there. I'm doing it slowly with my minor control. There we go, kind of, that's a 74, so it should be right in here. Got one, there we go, we're starting to get some change in here. A lot easier to do a lot of rings at once, because you can kind of mix them around and everything's touching each other better. When I'm trying to make sure I'm touching each ring or each piece of wire here to get to the color I'm looking for. Ear hooks are a little harder, and I just do them a little bit at a time, just when I need them. I normally just go with plain niobium for my ear hooks, but I do want to offer colors. So I do have that as an option. I got more of a purple. I think I got more up into the fuchsia range there on. Got one good purple one, but I wanted pink. Don't want to go any higher though. to try to get these all to match up. I guess I'm gonna want some purple anyway. Get some bubble coming off my holder rings there. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm getting more of a fuchsia with that, but I think that's gonna be alright. Should be more pink, but I guess 74, if I go up, I'm supposed to get to fuchsia, and then into some more purples, but if I go up much more, I'm going to start getting into the different colors, so I think that we're going to go good here. Let me get a quick look. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see here. Let's go just one more and see what happens. Go up 75. Try to get them all. And then part of it's going to depend on your mix of everything. Everything can be a little different. Like I said, if you use multi-etch, you can hit the colors a little easier. And that's why, like I said, I'm holding half my stuff back tonight. So let me give a quick look. Yeah, it's kind of more in the fuchsia, pink into fuchsia range. Kind of got a pink tone when you look at it in a certain direction. So let's go ahead and crank this on down. Pull those on out. See if we can get a decent look at them. Like I said, colors on the camera, I'm not sure how good they'll come out, but we'll try to get closer here this next round, or once we get them done and near the end. We'll try to pull some of these back out, put them in the center, and see if we can get a better close-up view on them. Alrighty, so I need to get another 3s pack. Alright. Those didn't stick together like they had been. Alright, put those 3 on in there. Let me get some more ready. There's 2. And 3 for the next round. And so this time we're going to try to go yellow. So I'm going to start out, get up to about 45, and then we'll start slowly working our way the rest of the way. So we can kind of hopefully not go past what we're looking for. And I should have tried to put a closer camera on this, but like I said, if I had more room to do it all. Alright, so we're about 47, which should take us up to almost yellow. We're more in the light blue area right now with them. Let's get a quick look here. Yeah, it's more in the light blue. So let's start to slowly crank it up a little bit. Let's go to 48. See, 48 should be pale yellow. Got a little chart up here that's got my colors on it. And they kind of have lost some color now, I guess, when you get into the pale yellow. So let's go up to, good yellow is supposed to be 60 to 63, so we're gonna go, let's see here, crank it up to 50. $50 should be between pale and light yellow. I've got some other yellows that I still have left over. Probably didn't need to do any more yellow, but 53. Alright, I'm going to crank that one back down, try to get up to 50. and then crank the little one. See if we can get up to 55-ish. See what we got at 55. The tweezers were sticking to me. So I'm definitely more in the pale yellow now, I think, into a lighter yellow, a light yellow, yeah, that's what I'd have to say those more look like right now. So let's go ahead and try to go up to 60. Come on, slowly going. I want it sticking in the, I'd probably pull out the tweezers to get it out of there. Back down. Turn this one slowly back up. Get us back up to 60. Go up, stick at 61, give them a good moment to get their color going. I think that's going to be a pretty good color if I get them unstuck from the netting of the strainer thing. Let's take a look at that one. I think that's going to be, yeah, it's a pretty good yellow with some gold twinges to it. Let me try to pull these little guys out here. I normally don't have them stick this bad. There's one. Come on, get on out of here. I should be wearing rubber gloves to play it safe, but there we go. Those look actually pretty good. In my yellow spectrum, let's go ahead and crank it on down here. Yeah, those aren't too bad. They're pretty close to what I had before, so again, it's going to be kind of hard to tell. I can't quite tell. I'm looking at the screen on the camera. So it could be decent for you to see, I'm not sure. But you'll definitely be able to see the colors in the, when I put them all together here near the end, you'll be able to see the mix of colors. And, oh, come on. I'll get you one out first, I guess. And I normally don't have this problem. I think before, though, I've normally using my smaller one, so maybe that's why I'm getting more stuck in them right now. Alrighty, so oh yeah, those come out pretty good too, so I'm digging that. Alright, let's get our next little group here. And 3. Let's see here, we're going to go more into the blue, so we're barely going to get up to about 28, 25 to get us a nice little blue shade going. Now, let's start cranking it up. Let's see, we're at 15. Should be getting us a bronze, but I'm not seeing it really give me a bronze yet. Yes, it kind of is. Let me pull one out here and kind of... Yeah, I guess it has kind of changed to a bronze. So then I got to go through some purple. It's right there at the edge between purple and blue. Let's see, we're at 17. Take to 18. 19. 20 should give us a dark purple. Now I guess my chart is more based off of titanium, not niobium, so I'm a little guessing in a way. Couldn't find my niobium chart. Not sure where it went. Alright, let's go straight on up here. 23. Should be more in the purples. Yeah, they're definitely more in the dark purple here. I want to get to that blue though. Blue's at 28. If I go a little over, I guess I'll just start getting into a lighter blue. 27. Definitely looks still in the purple range, at least for now. Good. Well, I guess it is more blue. Just not through the water and everything. Kind of changes the color a little bit. Let me pull out one and see what I can see. Yeah, those are a nice deep blue. That's a dark blue. So it's a few less. On my numbers here. I want to see if I go, let's try to go just a bit. Let's go try the 28 even. See if I can lighten it up just a bit more. Might need to scratch pad my probe. Clean it up a little bit. Once it gets a lot of anodizing on itself, it kind of changes. Yeah, those are more, not quite so dark where they look purpley blue. I think they're right around that blue. Let's go ahead and pull it on out. See what we got here. Yeah, those are pretty nice looking blue. Like I said, it's probably harder to see them on the thing. I hope they're better than what I can see them, but once I put them on my paper towel over here to dry, you can definitely see the color a lot better than in here. So let's go ahead. I guess we'll try for the smaller. How many is there? That's 2. And one more. Try for the darker purple this time, and maybe we'll be able to see the difference when we show them all here in a little bit. And this should be bring us to the bronze. I'm going to try to put it right at 18, and we'll kind of stick with that there. See where we get after a few. Starting to see a little purplish to them. Probably going to need to go a little higher though. Let's take it up to 19. Try it. Like I said, sometimes it's just a matter of a certain voltage, boy, it'll hit perfect, and you want to get right back to that one sometimes. It's kind of hard in a way. Look here. Yeah, they're kind of a bronzish purple right now. So let's try going up to 20. Come on. There's a 20. Let's see what we get here. Thought about trying to make up a little rig that I can slowly put these things in at a certain angle and do it in a rainbow effect on the ear hooks themselves. Be harder to do. Yeah, they're kind of. I'll look at you a little closer. got a slightly purple hue to them. I am more in the eggplant range to dark purple. So we're going to try to go up one more. Give it a second. Like I said, you'll be able to see the bigger changes later with the rings and the scales. Let's see here, let me grab one. Yeah, I'm going to go up to just 22, and then I'm just going to give them a second and try to hit them all. Need to get me some titanium. I have titanium rings, niobium rings that I can connect these to, so it'll help with facilitating the current, because the aluminum rings kind of stop the current. So I've got to try to hit the rings individually. Alrighty, I think that's going to be good for those. Let's go ahead and take a look. Yeah, they got a nice little purple to them. Again, I doubt it'll be hard to see in the camera, if I can get it in the camera view. Everything's backwards. But we'll show them again, like I said, once we get there. Definitely, I like the fuchsia purple a little bit better than this purple, but they still look good. Let's see. It gives us, it's kind of mostly my standards. Can't do reds, which do kind of suck. I wish I could do reds. That pink though, I really want to get that pink. Got some more in here. How many more do I have here? Yeah, I got a few more sets I can do. There's two. And we'll grab a third. Try to get to that pink. Probably would be a lot easier if I used the multi-edge, like I said, to get to the pink that I want, that I have had in the past. So, alright, let me try to get these all intermingled so I can hit one and hopefully get them mostly going. And we'll just crank it up to 65. And then slowly go up from that. 65 should be gold. Kind of watch the voltage. It goes down till it comes up and normalizes after a few seconds. Bit of a mix on these. A little bit more. At 70, and then I'm going to check it in. Should be a light pink. Give it a second and I'll give her a check. I'm still more in the gold range though. Gold to yellow range. I'll go up a little bit more, but I might end up getting into the fuchsia if I do. Actually, let me check this one. It's more of a lighter fuchsia, so that might have meant I've gone too far. Let me try to change this one. Probably need a little more TSP in my mix today. Tried to get there, but I was rushing around trying to get it to go, so this is like a lighter fuchsia with pink undertones, I guess. It's starting to get stuck every which way. So we'll go ahead. Let me pull this up and check. I got two of them. Two sets came into more pink. One got a little darker. Let me touch it a little longer here and see if it gets more pinky. No, it ended up being more fuchsia-y. So we'll go ahead and stop on that. I think that's all those we're going to do of ear hooks. Gives me a nice little group there. Pull out one of the pink ones. Kind of hard to see. And that's the one that got more fuchsia colored. It's stuck again. Alright. So that's all those we're going to do. I think my next ones we're going to do... let's see, let me go ahead and turn that off and give this one a quick dunk here. I'm going to try to do my dry up some of my wetness here. I got a JPL bracelet in niobium. I want to try to multi-do it. I'm going to try to do it in half and get some get it up high voltage on my edges, and then come in and slowly lighten it till I get to the middle. So I'm thinking, I'm going to try to get it close to the middle. I can hold it properly. And we're just going to, like I said, touch the edges. We're going to work up some, and then when we get so far, I'll just put the rest of it in there. So I'm just going to kind of do the first little bits here and just crank her up slowly. Try to get some you already see some purples coming in. Get up into my greens. That's where I'm hoping to go, and then I'll start lowering it down and lowering the piece down and the voltage. So we're kind of changing up our colors here. So we want to hit about 105 for our green. Starting to get there. Looking kind of tealish right now. Alright, so that's looking pretty good for our green there. Give it just a little bit more. Don't want to go too far or we start getting into the opalescence and color kind of dissipates. So, alright, that's actually pretty good there. Let's go ahead and lower down a little bit. See how that changes that. I'm going to take it down to 90, which should put us in the purple range. And then we're going to take it on down to 80-ish, a little deeper. More of the piece dunk. Give it kind of a rest right there. And let's go ahead and raise it up and take it down to 70. A little bit deeper. More into the yellows. I'm gonna do some blues next, so let's bring it up and just go into some blues. And we'll do a little purple, maybe. We're at 48, so it's supposed to be a silver blue to ice bluish. And we're going to drop down to, let's go down to 35-ish. Try to go a little deeper. Just into some more purples. Let's stick at 35 here, and then we'll drop it all in and turn that center part into a darkish bronze with purple undertones, I think is what we're going to probably get. So let me go ahead and drop me down here. And I want to go further, and I can slowly bring it back up. Alright. Need my stick. We'll touch that. Try to get that middle color there. Slowly bring it up a bit. Get it into the bronze. Yeah. I think that's looking pretty good there. Alright, let's go ahead and crank it down. Turn it off. Grab it. Give us a dunk and clean. And I'll try to show it. You can kind of see the graduated colors here. It's actually turned out pretty decent. I kind of like it. Grab a paper towel. And a quick dry. Oh, yeah. You'll be able to see the blending of the colors. Started out with some greens and into some purple and yellow golds, lighter blue. Like I said, this is niobium, and I think that's going to be a nice little bracelet. It's got some color, and I could go backwards, do the center first with deeper colors, and or the lighter colors, the greens and the fuchsia, purple, and then into the blues and in bronze. But that came out pretty well. I like that. That came out pretty decent. And so next, I've got, actually, since we're working in niobium right now, I'm going to go ahead and pour these rest of these in here. I wanted to get these into a purple. That's what I was looking for. So we're probably going to go up to the fuchsia. I'm kind of liking what I'm getting on that color range of it. Just quick, just clean. Like I said, if I was doing multi-etch, I'd get some better colors, transition of colors. But that I normally do all that outside. Have it set up to do it out there. Once I get a permanent place for all this, it'd be nice, because then it'd be much easier to do. And a permanent setup, and not have to get everything else set up for it. So, go ahead and pour those on in there. And what am I'm probably gonna, yeah, we're gonna do the others next. So, before I turn that on, I'm gonna try to get my bar in a good lock spot. There we go. So I can stir easy enough. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. So I'm gonna try on this one. Let's try to move this over a little bit. See if I can zoom in so we can kind of see more of the color changing going on while I'm doing it. Hopefully it's going to be in the camera view there. So we're going to slowly take this up and start into the bronze area, the 10-12. Probably won't be able to see a big drastic change between them on this color. Till they hit that next increment that makes them want to change. Then you might be able to start seeing it from there. They're more, they've gotten darker. At least I can tell in person they're darker. So then we're going to go crank it up a little bit. Try to get into some purples. If I get a deep purple that I like, I'll go ahead and stop with them, because I'm probably going to do another JPL out of this. That's kind of what I planned on doing with the rest of these. But I wanted to have a multicolor and then a single colored one, so I don't think I'm... How did you get in there? I got one super silver little one, and yeah, that's... Yeah, I think I needed to probably get a little more mix on my TSP in here. Probably would have helped. Because, let me see here. They are more in the eggplant, but they should be. Let's go ahead and get me up into some bluish area. See if we can see it change over to blue. Kind of getting that blue change. I don't know, maybe I'll go with the blue. I'm kind of liking that. If I can get them all getting into that color. Just keep pulling them over. Ones I can see are a different color. Once I touch others, you know, the better, more surface space touching each other. I haven't looked around to see if I had any chat today. No, I still think I want to go to the fuchsia though. I kind of like that myself. Real quick though, I'm going to pull out that one silver one. It's going to drive me about bonkers. I don't know how that one got mixed in, or where it came from, but it can get off to the side and be out of the way. So now they're all up into the blues. More of a skyish blue. So go 45. Should be starting to take us into the light yellows, I think. And like I said, the more of these you do at one time, the surface area can help speed up the process, and if I get a good mixture, I guess, too. I was hurrying, and I don't think I put in quite enough TSP. Taking a little longer to get them to change colors than normal, but part of that could be not using the multi-edge too. So okay, let's go ahead and crank it up. This is more, should be bringing us more into the yellows now. I'm kind of starting to see them change. And I could put them on the hook, and the hook probably would have been too, but you got to do a lot less when you hook them. And if you want to do rainbow ones or something, that's what you would want to do that way, but you just kind of have to get them, drag them, and they'll eventually change. Kind of give them a stir. And the ones that aren't getting touched, you know, once you get a hold of them, they'll flip over. So we got most of them up to that. It can be a process, and you can buy these already done in colors, but you know, I kind of like doing it myself. It's like doing my ear wires. I could buy them already like that, but I'd rather make them myself. So let's go ahead and get us up into 75. Should take us into the, now we're getting into the golds. And this is the orange you can't really get either. If you get, you know, just right, there's some pink coming through. There we go. Just got to give them an extra second or so to get that pink into these. Okay, I don't know if the camera can see the pink or not in there. Try to get them most up to pink, and then we'll go up another few volts. So we're at 75, and that should give us the pinks. So I mean, I'm almost at the fuchsia range. If I start going too much more, I'll get into the purple and teals. Let me test one of these. Look at it outside there. Yeah, I think I'm going to go just a few more. Let's go up one more to 77, see where we get. And 78, and we'll give it a quick play here. At 80 should be our fuchsia, so we're getting close. You can definitely start seeing the pink colors now more than the now that some of them have changed over to more fuchsia-ish. If I just grab it and pull it into the middle, it changes. So that's what we're doing here. And maybe we'll do I've got some titanium rings that we're gonna do too, and I want to put them on a stick in a way to show the difference, but I also don't, because I want them all to kind of be the same color for the most part. Let's go, we're at 78. How much more can we go on that? We can get up to 80. See if we can pull these up, get the camera to see them a little bit better. I think I'm just going to let these kind of blend for a moment, try to grab some and just slowly move them back and forth. And I think this is where I'm going to end up going with this one. Let's call them, try to even out their colors, and then at least this group will be done. If I grab some of those light ones and just circle them into the middle. Yeah, I think I'm going to like that. We'll go with that. Let me crank her down. And let's see if I go that way and up. I want to stay over my water, but I want to try to get the color to show. Purple's always hard to get pictures of and stuff, so I'll just dump those on in. And what were we going to do? Oh yeah, we're going to go ahead and get into some titanium rings. These are a bit bigger. These are 1/4 inch 16 gauge. I'm actually planning, I'm going to do 2 colors here. I'm going to try to get the well, I'm going to end up doing a half Persian 3-in-1 with these. So maybe I'll try to go into the yellow pinkish area, rose gold maybe, and a sky blue, and see how that works. Drop one. Didn't quite put enough water in here. So I'm going to have several to get dug out. Go ahead and get those in there. And grab all these and drop them on in. That's why I want to get some permanent containers that I can have setting up to do all this. And I've got a small tabletop cooktop range type thing that I do use for. All right, that's it. For and real quick, I'm gonna give that pointer a cleaner. When I'm using the multi-etch, you don't have to. Depending on how long you let it sit in the multi-etch. I'm sitting here cleaning my probe here to help it conduct, since I'm changing a lot of colors and everything. And so we're going to try to get up. Let's go into the rose gold on these. Last time I did without multi-etch on these actually worked pretty good for me on changing colors fairly fast compared to niobium. We'll see how it works this time. Like I said, though, I think my mix of TSP is not quite where it needs to be. I'm getting into the bronze here. We're at 28, though. We should be getting into the blues. Let me give it a minute here. Starting to see some purples take over. Like I said, I'm going to do these 2 colors so I can do a half Persian 3-in-1. Should work out pretty decent. Let's show where these colors are. Definitely, you know, between niobium and titanium, you do get a slightly different color range on them. Because according to this, I should be at blue. Normally I'm pretty good on this one, but my TSP is a little off. That'll kind of change how long it takes to get to those colors. I want to get a sky blue. Oh, excuse me. And this is more in kind of purplish. Let me just let it sit there for a second. Definitely want it lighter than that. Well, and I do want to go ahead and get up and try to get it into the rose gold anyway, so let's go on up here to, let's try to go up to about 40, see what we get. Then I'll know what to bring back for my sky blue, because this is more of a blue. So they're starting to lighten up. That might be 40 should be ice blue, but I think with 40 it might be about what I go with. We'll go up one more. See if we get, I don't want to go too fast too quickly so I know where to stop whenever I come back to do this color, because we're going to take these on up to the next. But while I'm passing it, might as well make sure I know what number I want to hit, because every time you do it, like I said, depending on your mixtures of everything, how long you let it in the multi-etch, if you're using the multi-etch, how much your TSP mixture is, can change everything. So yeah, 40, 41 is looking pretty good for the blues I'm looking at. So we'll just go up one more. So if I can see that major change happen, I know not to pass that at all on the next group. Really not changing much here. I guess it's gotten a little lighter. Let me go ahead and see if I can pull one out, or a little group of them here to show color wise. Don't get too close. So definitely right now we don't want to go over 42 on the next batch. We're going to go up into that 48, 50, 52 range. See what we get at 52. We're definitely starting to get into more of the yellow band. I can see it already kind of probably going to be too light, but yeah, we're probably going to go 41, 42 volts on the other for the blues. I want to try, I wouldn't mind trying to get this up to the vibrant purple at 90, but I'm afraid I'm going to pass it and get into more of the teal and green. So I think a gold and a sky blue would look alright, because these are more in the pale yellow with some blue undertones, I think is what it's looking like to me. So let's try to go up to 60. See what we get at 60. But if I don't like it, I might crank it up and get into a teal, who knows. You try to get the colors you like, but sometimes, if you pass it, that's what kind of, can't really bring the color back down after you've gone past voltage. So you want to kind of bring it up and try not to pass your stated color you want. And still more in the pales there. So let's try to go up another couple. I went up 67. Now it's getting closer to where I want, though, I guess. I want to go this color. Let me take a look out of the water. It's getting a little. They're kind of goldish. If I go past this too much, I'll get into the pinks again. And they're not going to be as brightish as like anodized aluminum, but that's kind of to be expected when you're using niobium or titanium and all that. Let's see, that's 67, 69. Let's see what kind of change we get here. I can get that rose gold, that's where I think I'd be happy. If I go too far, I'm going to end up with more pinks. Not really seeing much getting out of the gold, though. Yeah, I'm still right in those golds, so let's see if I go up to 72. I'm starting to get a little more rosy colored in them. Starting to get a little more on the pink side in a way. Which could still be kind of cool. Well, maybe I can go ahead and try to get it up to that. Originally I wanted to do more of a vibrant purple and a light blue. Let's pop these out real quick so I'm getting kind of a few different shades. Some are more rose gold, some are getting a little more pink than others. So let's go ahead and crank that back down and get this one back up. We'll go up to 80. See what we get. 85. Definitely getting more into the fuchsia again. Not quite as vibrant as the other ones in niobium. But if I get just past this dark fuchsia into a vibrant purple, that's what I'd really like. I didn't necessarily want to try to, but I think that's what we're going to go with. I guess we end up with a teal, that's okay too. Yeah, you can definitely start seeing more of the purple change now. Out of the pinks. I don't want to go too much higher because then I'm probably going to start lighting it into a teal. Let me see if I can grab a couple here. Yeah. Let's try to slowly grab some and get their colors all moved. Probably a little less talkative tonight because I'm kind of concentrating on my colors here. That is more 93. See if we can go up 94-ish. And see if we get a little more into the purple, blurple. Purple, bluish, purple teal. Yeah. No. Alright, they're kind of where I want them in a way, but I think they're going to mix too much with the ice. Blue ice is, I just don't know if those two are going to be good color matches by the time I'm done. This has kind of got purple undertones to it. It's just, what do I want to mix that with? What color should I go with if I go this route? The yellows maybe. Got to be careful though. I almost wonder if I should just pick these on up, maybe get up to more of a teal green and a light blue. Maybe that's what we'll do here. Let me... where we need to go here. Just about 100, I guess. First, and then we'll try to get her on up into... set us up to 100 that way. And I can go up a few, try to get more into the green side. Phone was ding-a-linging. It'd be ding-a-linging about. This is more of the tealish blue that I was wanting the other down there in the sky to look like in a way. Maybe I should try to go with a dark purple then. See what we're looking like outside. Still got some purple undertones in it, but if I can even out this color, I think I'd be happy with that. Get these more evened out. And again, the multi-etch would help even that out quicker and easier. But real quick, while I am letting this do, I need to get this out so I can use it to clean my next little group. And then put it back over there. Where are we at anyway? Already over an hour. Man, that kind of sucks. Yeah, it's definitely taking a little longer than usual. I normally don't have it take quite this long. So, let's go ahead and turn that on down here. Well, that's going to be our one color. Well, maybe I should do that over here in case any fall out. Don't want them getting down on my other. On my stainless steel part. Let's see. So, that's those. Guess we did get more into the teal on that. But that's alright. Then I'm going to try to do we'll try to do a darker purple. Real quick though, I want to add a little bit more water to this so I can clean them easier. I need to get me some different kind of containers for a permanent setup. These work good for a temp setup that I've been using, but as long as I get the right amounts. Now let's move that out of the way. Get the rest of these. Guess I probably should have put them in there first, but Give them a good stir in here. Well, I'm probably out of the main camera view. I guess you could watch me on the side camera view. I wish you guys could pick the different. I wonder how I could do that. Set it up where you could pick the view you want to watch. That'd be kind of neat too. Alrighty, so I'm gonna move that over here. Oh, let me give these a quick pat down. Yeah, they come out a pretty decent teal actually. The more I look at them, kind of digging the teal color that they ended up coming out. So, all right. So if we can, yeah, I should go with the yellow. Go ahead and crank this up a bit, get us up into some colors here. My yellows start around 50. Going past our bronze. Where are we at here on this? And more getting past the purples into some blues. Stick around right here and give it some time. I doubt the thing will pick it up, but they're definitely making noise. Cranked them up a little faster, that's why they kind of seeing the bubbles coming up off of it. Resistance get down to 0 again. It's outside, yeah, it's 55, so kind of watching my numbers to the side here. I guess I should check, see if I'm getting any things going here. Everything's looking pretty good. Yeah, I can tell by that video that I can't really see much right now. Resistance are getting down, so I must be getting pretty close to being done. But I want to go a little bit higher here, so just going to group in and try and see here, 56, 57. So we can get a little more yellow into them. It won't be super bright yellow. I definitely won't go too far where we get into the pinks. I guess pink could be okay, but I need to probably multi-etch to get me a good pink going. That's it. That pretty quickly. Pull that out and see where we're at here. That's more of like a army green in a way. More of the pale, I guess. Let's see. 60. Yeah, it might be more where I like it. I think it might make a pretty decent look for a 3-in-1. Get them out of that more greenish color they were kind of in there. To make sure I hit those few that don't want to change colors. More maybe. I mean, they do say I can go up to 65 in them. Try 63, 64. We can get them a little brighter. Closer into goldish colored. It's not looking too bad. I think that would make a good mix. Let's just even these out, and I think this is where we're going to call this color good. And when I can do a setup outside, I don't know if I'll be able to get a camera there, but I'll show you the comparisons of, take some pictures and get some comparisons shown of using the multi-etch at some of these same voltages. Like I said, you can buy these pre-done, and sometimes if I'm in a hurry or I'm a little behind on orders, it might be the way to go. But I like having the opportunity to do my own, because then I can kind of change it up and do different things. So I mean, it's kind of, if I can do it myself, I rather, even though it might not be time, you know, the best way to do it, or of my time, spending my time, but you know, I could have bought these and already been weaving a bracelet out of them, but you know, so I think that's where I'm gonna go with these. You know, a bit of a nice goldish sheen to them. So I want to get into doing, well, I still got a bunch of scales I want to do, and I've got my titanium balls I want to do. And I think I'm going to do the balls next, because I'm just going to put them all in there, start low, take some out as I go in the color ranges, so that I've got multi different colors. I want to do some pendants and matching earrings to go with a pendant necklace. So go ahead and crank this on down. I'll call these good. Stay up here, Mr. Node, whatever you want to be called. So, probably hard to see on that, but like I said, we'll put out a piece of paper towel and show these later. Oh yeah, I want to do this over here. I wanted to pull out on my stainless steel insert down there. So the next one we're going to do is the balls. Make a space over here. They can come out. Yeah, and since these others have started to dry up a little bit, they kind of, you can see their color a little bit better. The more tealish those are. And you know, hopefully, I don't know if the camera's closer here now, maybe I can, as these gotten a little more shinier now for the bracelet one that I did pre-built and put in. Alright, so next step, got all these little tiny balls. I've got them in several different sizes here. Let me go ahead and back this camera out while we're doing this. Yeah, I think it's still, well, I can move this thing over here and do them here. I'm just going to kind of get them all going. Well, yeah, well, I guess I'll clean them and then put them all in there at a different time. So I've got 6, let's see, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different sizes. I can start at 2mm and I go up to 6, 7, I don't even remember. I just got a bunch of them. And so I'm going to kind of, like I said, I'm going to put them all in there at once, and we're going to start low. Once I get to a color I like, I'll pull out some of the colors, some of the same ball sizes. And I'll probably do 2 of each. And then keep cranking it up and get the next color, pull out some. Oh, don't lose these. These are not cheap balls. Come here, stop rolling. Yeah, let's see, what was this size? So I went down to 3 millimeters, 1/8 inch is the smallest ones I've got. And they go up 1 millimeter up to 8, I think. Alright, get these going in a little slower this time. Well, like I said, I want to do some captures with them. Some of them might be a little small, but I'm going to try some small gauge wire and do some smaller ones, so I figured why not just go ahead and give them a try. If I don't like it, I won't get them again, but that's about like anything else. I get a lot of stuff that I'll try that sometimes just doesn't work the way I want it, so I might not use them. Double check in my bag, make sure I didn't leave any in on some of those. So let's go ahead and get these on in here and quick stirring. Gotta be a little careful though, I don't want them to start rolling everywhere. I kind of pre-did everything, got everything cleaned up. My scales, I'll tell you what, boy, I put these through the tumbler for a good 12 hours. Man, they are so smooth, nice edges on them. There's a few that got some little burrs left just because the stamping process wasn't all that great, but man, they are so nice and smooth. I love them. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get them into the water. Move this on out of the way. Get these stirred up here. And I've never actually done these balls before, so it'll be interesting to see how they anodize up. I've done my rings, I've done some scales, so this will be the first for titanium balls. So hopefully they come out alright. Quick stir here. Then we'll probably stop for the night on the stream because we're running up in 1 hour and 20, and I'm gonna still work on my scales. I want to do probably about 50 of those all together, so I want to take some time to do those tonight too while I got this set up already out. Then I'll do the other half doing the other half on outside with multi-etch so we can compare. Got a couple rings that popped out on the last grip here. Just want to clean those up now. Alrighty, well, let's see if I can zoom back in here and try to get this more centered this time. See if that'll work. And we're going to start, we're going to go up to 15 and kind of stop there. See if bronze comes out okay. Like I said, I've never done these balls, so I'm not exactly sure how they will react at any given time. I want to say I can see them getting darker, but I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I can start seeing some bronze in them now. A light bronze. Almost a goldish color. I'm gonna grab one. Yeah, these are going to be a booger to get out of here now that I think about it. Smaller ones probably not so much, but almost the goldish hue to them, I guess, with the bronze. But I plan on mating these up with some stainless steel to make some pendants and whatnot out of. So you get the brightness of those, so I don't want to have it too close in color. I kind of want to have them a little different, so let's go up to 16. Oh, there's 15. Always takes the little dial forever to finally get it to move. See if we can get into more of a darker bronze. Still looking more golden, but I guess bronze, the light bronze, does look kind of golden. And if I get up to 18, I should flip over into eggplant. There's 17. Let me just stick to one and see if it gets into any purple at all. I'm not seeing it going anymore. Go back down on that. Crank this up to the big one. There's 18. And I can start using the little one. Come on, let's go from to 19. That's it to 19. There we go. I don't know, I think I might pull out a couple on this color, because it's not looking too bad, in all honesty. Kind of got a nice gold. I think that would look good against the silver. I got some silver sitting to the back. Let's go ahead and just pull out some of these. Let's go with 2 of that size. 2 smalls. Where are my little tiny beasts at? There's a tiny beast. And another tiny beast. Make sure I got the right. I need actually one more of these. And one more 1/8" ball. There we go. Then we'll go up another couple here and try to get into that purple. Let's try 23. Looking for my purple. This 23 should get me into the purples. I'm getting some pretty good resistance now. I'm starting to see it change. It's taking a little while. Let's see here. 25. I think 25 would have given me a decent enough purple. Kind of getting there. Definitely a lot slower change in the balls than the other. I mean, the other was already had it slow enough, but this seems to be a little bit slower. Again, multi-etch might have changed that. I'm definitely seeing more of a purple in them now. Let's pull them up and see what we got here. Almost a blackish ice look to them, but that's what black ice to me does have a little purple undertones. I just don't want to go too far and get into blues without pulling out some of these. So, like I said, I don't have any necessarily plans other than the pendant and some earrings for these. So, if I get them all off a little bit, that's alright. I'm not looking for anything in particular. And I hate to go up another couple and start getting into the blues without pulling some. Let me see here. These bigger ones are going to be bigger, harder than I thought. But we'll go with 2 big ones on this color. We'll get a better purple. That's all right too. So there's 2 big ones. Let's go with 2 tinies. A few others here. Trying to keep it even somewhat, so that if I need to for pendant wise it'd be alright, but if I want to go with earrings I need to kind of have 2 of the same color. So alright, let's go ahead and go up 26. Now I need to go back on my other one first. Get back up to 25. Okay, give me a 27. There we go. See if I get more of a rich purple out of 27. Even though 27 should be taking me up into the blue range. It just seems like I'm getting a deeper purple here. This big purple out, or big one out, see? Yeah, it's giving me more of a purple still. Let's see, let's go up to 28. 28 should be pure blue. Should be above dark purple, or dark blue, but I'm not really getting the dark blue. Again, the multi-etch might help with that. It would with all the others, and being this is something new. Like I said, I haven't tried this one before, so these balls. Maybe I should go in with less at a time. I'm not really seeing a huge change here. Max that out at 30 and see what we get here. Get up to a lighter blue maybe. I start noticing better difference. 33. See what we get at 33. Probably going to pull some out so I can compare them later to the other ones that I pulled out at 27. And when they touch each other, they're barely getting any surface area touch. I almost have to touch every ball singly to get them to change, just because they're just so tight in there. Just barely touching each other. Let's see if they're looking more blue. Still looking more purple though, really. Because I'm at 33, should give me sky blue, and I'm not seeing sky blue here. Let's go up to 35. Kind of getting a bluish more tint to them, I guess, than the purple. They are more bluish. Let me give them just a little bit of stir in here and check my resistance. And hopefully I'm not missing too many other things. And if you're watching this, made it this far, I kind of forgot to tell you, don't forget to check us out on YouTube and Twitch. We got our channels there that we stream to on all our streaming nights. And go back and check out some of our old videos, or you know, if you're on Facebook, check out all the pictures, man. We go back several years, all kinds of different weaves, different things we've done through the years. I don't normally keep posting the same things over and over again, so you have to check us out there. And I'm going to go ahead and pull out a couple more here. The big ones, I'm only going to do one because I don't want to probably make those into earrings. Yeah, I can definitely tell there's more of a blue hue than a purple hue. So, I'm definitely seeing a difference. I'm just going to kind of touch on a few of these as I pull them, just to make sure. Give me a few tinies here. Since I'm not getting a huge change, I don't want to end up with a bunch of one color at the end, so I'm trying to pull a few extras now. Since we're not changing tons. So we'll probably go over our hour and a half actually, the more I'm kind of messing with these right now. We'll probably go over that just so that I want to finish these up at least before I shut down the stream. So let's see here. That was 35. Let's go up to, get up to 38, and then I'll start moving the other one. This might give us more sky, but I was definitely seeing a pretty decent change in my others. It looks more gold, purple, blues. I don't think, since these are real shiny balls, you're not going to get like super full color on them maybe. I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not. Like I said, it's kind of a new thing here, so you're kind of playing along with me learning these a bit. And it kind of got a little brighter maybe, and you can definitely see some more blue in them. Lighter blue than the other. And we'll go ahead and pull a few more of these out here, just in case. Like I said, I don't know what I'm going to use them for, majority of them. I've got a few ideas, but not a total. These are tiny ones. We're going to crank her up a little bit more here. Let's go on up to 42, 43. Should be taking us into a silver blue, which kind of we already are at that because of the way these are super bright. See if we can get up into some yellows at 48. We can get a couple yellows in here. I'm not seeing it want to change into yellow. I guess this is more the silver blue. I keep looking over at the others, and definitely a little darker than these are. My anode here is kind of yellowish, but these balls are taking a little bit longer than usual on our other things. So let's go ahead and see if we get up to 55. Should be more yellowed. Not seeing it. Well, there's made a big change. And maybe now we're going to get into the yellow side. Start to get more bubbly and some more goldish color to them. And when I hear the machine start cracking at me, I know I'm kind of changing into another color where it's taking more voltage at any given time to. And it's definitely getting more yellow. Let me put it on one for a little bit and see if it really changes it. The resistance is still. I think I'm going to go ahead and pull one out at this color though, of the big ones. Kind of look at it.